As my channel is still in its early stages, I appreciate your patience as I continue to learn. Please note that due to strict YouTube and Google policies regarding casino and gambling content, I must rely on screenshots rather than live video to share my stories. Thank you for your understanding and support. November 1987, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Strip was burning red under the neon lights. But inside the executive office of the Sands Casino, the air was ice cold. "What do you mean it's gone? Are you losing your minds?" The frantic roar of Victor, the casino's general manager, shattered the room. In front of him, the massive vault, that should have been locked tight, stood wide open. The mob's hidden ledgers and $4 million in cash waiting to be laundered, which had filled the vault, had vanished without a trace. But money wasn't the only thing missing. Arthur Benjamin, a high-ranking executive accountant who had calculated every single penny of the Sands' dirty money with razor-sharp precision for 20 years, had completely evaporated. He was a meticulous man, always dressed in a perfect suit, moving like clockwork, and yet he had suddenly vanished with a massive fortune. And the secret books, completely evading every security camera and guard leading outside. Instead of calling the police, Victor brought in fixers and private investigators from the Chicago headquarters to tear the casino apart. But no matter how hard they searched all of Las Vegas, there was no trace of Arthur ever leaving the building. He's still inside this building. On the third day of his disappearance, investigators found a strange gap in an old concrete wall behind the boiler room, deep in the casino's basement. According to the blueprints, this was supposed to be a solid exterior wall, but when they smashed through it with a sledgehammer, a secret underground passage stretched into the back, pitch black darkness, breathing out a damp, musty stench. It was a hidden tunnel built by the remnants of Bugsy Siegel, the mobster who ruled Las Vegas in the 1950s, a passage regular employees didn't even know existed. This tunnel stretched all the way to the wasteland, on the outskirts of the Strip. It was a perfect world of darkness, designed to evade wiretaps, secretly dispose of bodies, or move slush funds. Relying only on the beams of their flashlights, the investigators navigated the labyrinthine underground passage until they reached a tightly locked iron door at the end. They opened it to reveal a basement room, once used as a mob, torture chamber, or secret meeting room, and there they found traces of Arthur Benjamin, a pair of gold-rimmed glasses engraved, with Arthur's initials lying on the floor, snapped in half, his custom-tailored suit jacket, a massive amount of bloodstains, staining the chair and the floor dark red. By all appearances, it was a horrific crime scene. But several things just didn't add up. First, there were only bloody clothes and personal belongings. Arthur's body was nowhere to be found. Second, not a single dollar of the $4 million cash or the secret ledgers he took was ever recovered. Had Arthur been caught touching the mob's slush fund and executed in this basement? If so, the organization should have recovered the money and the books, but the mob bosses back at headquarters were on the verge of losing their minds because they still couldn't find those ledgers If the organization hadn't killed him, who on earth dragged Arthur down here and made him bleed? Back then, a grim rumor began to circulate behind the hills of Las Vegas. Arthur discovered the mob's real, hidden account and tried to use it as leverage to negotiate, but failed. After being executed underground, he was moved to a construction site in the desert outside Vegas and buried forever in the pouring concrete. Others offered a different conspiracy theory that Arthur, using his vast accounting knowledge and his awareness of the tunnel's layout, cut off his own fingers to forge the fatal bloodstains, and then escaped across the desert with the fortune. Both the police and the mob were desperate to investigate the underground passage with a fine-tooth comb. However, the owners of the Sands Casino used powerful political and financial lobbying to completely cover up its existence. They wanted to prevent the casino's image from tanking and stop official ties to the mob from being exposed to the public. On November 26, 1996, the historic Sands Casino was imploded to make way for a new resort, the Venetian. As the building shattered into tens of thousands of fragments, aging former casino workers looked at the collapsing basement floor and whispered softly, "Now, Arthur's secret is buried in the concrete forever." Whether he became a victim of the mob and a ghost of the desert, or lived out his days under a different name, on the other side of the world, with millions of dollars, is a secret known only to the now completely vanished underground tunnels of the Sands Casino. This content is a creative reenactment based on Las Vegas urban legends and rumors. I input phrases to create my story. Also input various information and materials needed for video production. I generate a character with the help of AI and proceed with the upload. Finally, after completing the character, I start uploading the video. However, it gets blocked due to Google's policies and YouTube's rules. Therefore, I delete all the content I produced and start over. With unyielding patience, I upload new content. At last, succeed with the upload.
좋아요와 구독은 당신 선택입니다.
It is totally up to you to hit that like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.